Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Dan Daly and Sunshine Lute on behalf of the Fit Brain Club. Well, welcome both of you. How are you?
Doing great, thank you, Lisa. Always good to see you.
Good, good. And, you guys always have a great meeting once a month for everybody to be helping out in getting your brain in order. And I like what you're going to be talking about today. So, Sunshine, tell me about the meeting.
Okay, well, we're going to be meeting this coming Monday. That's May 9th. May 9th at 10 o'clock in Clubhouse 1 in the art room. And if you're not familiar with that, you just go down the left hallway to the last room. On the left, it's a big room. So on the way in, stop at the table and sign in. Now, the really wonderful thing is there is always some representative from Alzheimer's Orange County.
Right.
And most often, our representative is Dan Daly, and you're going to hear from him in just a minute. Our speaker is Doug Trim. He is the Chief Medical Officer at Irvine Clinical Center, Research Center. And he is well known in our village. He does a lot of speaking everywhere, and I love it when he speaks. And Dan is going to tell you all about what he's going to talk about. It's exciting.
No, that's great, Sunshine. Thank you. And I'm glad that you kind of pointed out that there's a check-in table. You want to make sure you check in, and it is free to the public. Anybody can come. Of course, residents, because that's the only ones that really will get into Clubhouse 1. But they can bring a guest, right?
Yes, they can.
Oh, sure.
Okay, great. Now, Dan, of course, you are always our representative for Alzheimer's OC, and we appreciate that. And Dr. Trin, like Sunshine said, is no stranger to our community. I haven't talked to him in a long time. And I know he's always on the cutting edge of something. But what I like best about him, and maybe you do too, is that he always puts things in layman's terms.
Oh, absolutely. He makes it very easy to understand, and he really takes his time explaining the different nuances of medicine.
Right.
And tomorrow or I should say Monday, he's going to be speaking about longevity and the 7 steps to longevity. And it's going to be a very interesting subject. Now, for those of you who don't know, USC did a study on longevity. And part of that study was how many people live to be 100 and what is the reason that they live to be 100. And he's going to discuss different topics regarding longevity, one of which will be diet and exercise. But there are also certain areas of the country that they are called blue zones. In these blue zones are the people who live to be 100 plus. Now, in addition to Japan and other countries, there's also an area not too far from us, about 60 miles away. It's called Loma Linda.
Oh.
And Loma Linda is a blue zone. And Loma Linda only has a population of 24,000 people. However, 7,000 of those 24,000 happen to be 7-day Adventists. So they also are vegetarians. And they also are big on exercise. So that contributes a great deal towards longevity.
Yeah. Now, of course, you would only want to live to 100 if you were in really good shape, right? I mean, and this is one thing I think that's very interesting is that, like, my father's going to be 92 next year, but all of his, like, he has his brain in pretty good shape. I mean, yeah, he's a little bit slower than he was before, but his brain is intact, and he does a pretty good diet. So I would have to say that diet does have a lot to do with it. And I think that's great that you'll be talking about that.
Oh, no question about it. I'll give you an example. My father-in-law lived to be 101.
Wow.
And he had led a very moderate lifestyle. I mean, his intake of alcohol was 1 drink per day.
Okay.
And he stood by that.
Okay.
His diet was such that it was very healthy, the diet itself. And he also was a firm believer in exercise, especially walking.
Yeah.
So he's a great example of that, or was a great example of that.
Right, right. Well, many of us, as you know, are getting older. We're going to have a huge population of 65 and over the next 10 to 15 years. And
Right.
so, it's going to be interesting to see sort of where that all pans out over time as to how many of those folks will live to be 100. So this is a great subject. And I didn't even realize that there was a blue zone here in the United States. So interesting that it's just right in our county.
Oh yeah, it's right in our backyard.
Yeah.
They honored, I think, 4 or 5 people in their 90s at the senior games yesterday.
Oh, here locally?
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice.
Right.
5.
Nice. Well, I know we have a huge group that's over the age of 75, and we did have a big, we still do have a big chunk of those who are over 90. And we knew most of that when we had the vaccination clinic, because it kind of went in waves. And so we sort of got an idea of how many people there were. So, all right, great stuff. Let's recap again. So it's in Clubhouse 1. Go ahead, Sunshine. Tell me again.
Clubhouse 1, the art room at 10 o'clock on Monday, this coming Monday.
Wonderful. And you can just show up. You don't have to sign up ahead of time.
That's right. It's free. And also, we also have some light refreshments that are provided by Adapt to It.
Wonderful. Great. Well, thank you so much for the information.
All right. Nice to see you again, Lisa. And I might add that Adapt is a very good partner of Alzheimer's Orange County in the Fit Brain Club. They do a great job.
They sure
Excellent.
do.
All right, perfect. Thank you, too.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
And if you want more information about the Fit Brain Club, you can always go to fitbrain.us. We'll be right back after this.